The internet is home to many things, and of those many things, unfortunately, cursed images are among them. Today on IO, we'll be counting down the top 10 cursed images you should not be allowed to look at. What's going on, guys? Jared Bronstein here, and before we do get into it, make sure to check out our brand new channel, Top 10 Central. You guys can click right over here to actually go to the channel. It's a really fun channel that you guys don't want to miss out on, and it's got some of the best hosts in the game. So click over here. You guys will see who I'm talking about when I say best hosts in the game. I'm not giving away who's on there, but I can tell you guys right now, they are the best. Like the best of the best. As always, we got some comment replies and bloopers coming up following our list, but for now, let's get right into it. Start our list off at number 10. Well, I'm not really sure what to call this thing. It looks like some sort of human mutation of sorts, but I mean, where's its neck? In general, it's quite a large being, whatever it may be, and after doing a reverse Google image search, it seems this creature is from the alternate reality game John is Dead. Our friend here goes by the name of Calvarys, and the legend has it he was electrocuted and turned into this green, oddly shaped monster of sorts. Either way, I'm already regretting doing this list, and we're only at number 10, so you can be sure this is going to be a fun ride for the both of us. Let's move on now, shall we? In at number 9, we got the man getting dragged into a toilet. I really wish I could explain this one to you, but it seems what you see is what you get. I've tried figuring out how they could Photoshop it and couldn't come up with a solid enough understanding of the photo. I tried reverse image searching and only found memes. This photo might be the true number 1, but there are so many other photos on this list that I wish I hadn't seen in the first place. If anything happens to me over the next few days, well, have them look into it, because these photos just ain't right. Now in at number 8, we got this photo of a woman or possibly demon standing behind 2 children. Now the girl on the left seems happy, whereas the younger one on the right seems uneasy. And that could be because she feels whatever it is that's behind her. Now it's entirely possible and most likely that the way the person in the back was standing at the time the photo just so happened to be snapped, well, they weren't in the right light. But then why are their eyes still so visible? I just get grudge vibes looking at this picture. It makes me very uncomfortable as well. I wonder what the photographer thought. I think the worst part with a lot of these photos is that there isn't much context to them, so it's kind of up to us to let our imaginations take us to places we'd never want to go. In at number 7, we have who we'll call Babyface, and I think you can see why I'm calling him that. Now I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not really sure why or how you would come to a point in your life that you would think to do this. The idea of someone taking time out of their day to cut eyes and a mouth hole in a baby doll, it just doesn't seem right. It's like unsettling. The fact that this man not only cut the holes but somehow found a way to make this a mask of sorts is just weird, man. I don't like it. Like, why even do this? Could be a Halloween costume, but why not just be like a cat or something normal? Be like a crayon. Like, it's just so much better and easier. Coming at number 6, we got the Emoji Man. Now I'm sure you guys could also see why I'm calling him the Emoji Man. Now the obvious reason this is quite disturbing is because of the emoji being used. A crying of laughter emoji usually means you're laughing at something, which I'm cool with. I like laughter. It's great. Nothing better than laughter. A good old haha. Good old hearty laugh, hands in the stomach. What's better than that, right? But the fact that this man has the bodysuit and a face of a crying of laughter emoji, yet he's holding a bat, well, the opposites make me incredibly uncomfortable. The two things just don't seem to belong together. And the way he's holding the bat, it just looks like he's just gonna hit a home run or knock someone right out. Like many of the images on this list, this is one of those pictures you see and immediately think to yourself, okay, well something is definitely not right here. And in this case, it's the fact that, you know, he's holding a bat. Getting to the top 5, at number 5, we got Mr. Koala. Now like the rest of them, well, I couldn't find a real name or really much context for this photo, so I just based it on what I saw, which is why he's Mr. Koala. Much like our baby doll-faced friend, this man thought it'd be a good idea to cut out eye holes and a mouth hole for himself in the body of a stuffed koala. Now some claim this photo is making fun of the meme "Take a sip, babes," but I don't see what there is to make fun of. This guy looks like he just got out of prison and is still wearing his orange jumpsuit. The look in his eyes are completely lifeless, and I just have a feeling I'm going to be having nightmares about this man for weeks. So that's great. That's just great. That's fantastic. I'm thrilled. Great, love it, amazing, terrific. This list, thumbs up. And you know what? I just put 2 and 2 together. Maybe it's the same person. Maybe this guy just has a fetish of cutting holes in dolls and then putting them on his head. I don't know why. I don't know why someone would do that, but hey, to each their own. I don't judge. I'm judging a little bit. At number 4, Pig Passenger. I really wish I could find a way to spin this and make it funny or make a joke of it. Like I was gonna say I love bacon, so I get where the man's coming from, but I just can't get over the picture, guys. Look at it. Like the pig must be frozen, and for whatever reason this guy needed to buy a frozen pig. I can't understand why he'd put it in his front seat. Either the trunk or even along the back seats, like laying flat, that would be just fine. Maybe he didn't have the space, like maybe it's like a 2-seater convertible, but like why pick up a frozen bagged pig in your convertible with the top down? He even put a seatbelt on the pig because, you know, safety first, right guys? It's very important to make sure your frozen pig in a bag doesn't go flying through the windshield. I guess that would cost him money too. The man has a convertible and a frozen pig. He obviously has money. Like, get an Uber to do it. Coming in at number 3, the Hospital Man. Now my research on this one has led me to believe this was taken in a hospital in Russia, and that's about as far as as the story goes. I'm gonna say the man was most likely on some sort of mind-altering narcotic, which led him to literally rip out the ceiling and start hanging from the pipes wearing absolutely no clothes. You could see his robe on the stretcher below him, which means he'd be a patient. For those of you unaware, in a hospital, when you have a robe on, you usually don't have anything else underneath, which seems to have been the case here. Now, I'm not really sure why there isn't any security or doctors trying to get him to come down, but maybe they were also afraid of the situation. You know, I know if I were in that situation, I would simply turn and walk the other way. Probably a good thing I don't work in a hospital, but maybe he was being violent, maybe he was yelling things, throwing things. Again, a picture says 1,000 words, and this one clearly says that this man was on something. At number 2, the killer clown. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that 2016 killer clown craze, but I can tell you guys right now this picture was taken way before 2016. Based on the clothing of what I'm assuming are the children's parents, this photo was most likely taken in the 60s or 70s. I'm not sure if it's a photoshopped image or not, I certainly hope it is, but regardless, I don't think this was taken moments before a crime scene. If anything, I want to say maybe it was someone playing a prank or possibly a Halloween party of sorts, but then why isn't everyone else dressed up? I don't know guys, I just get very bad vibes looking at this photo. The family has no idea the clown's there. The clown is staring directly into the camera, smiling, holding an axe. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. Like, Clowns, axes, sinister smiles, they're just all a formula for just bad things. Nobody likes that. Coming at number 1, we got the basement cocoon. You know the saying, save the best for last? Well, I saved the creepiest for last. There is no explanation here, guys. The image is just wrong. Looks like a human was wrapped in a spider web and then turned into a cocoon somehow. I mean, if you look at the ceiling where it's hanging from, why is there that stringy stuff coming from the top? And how could the person even breathe? Just looking at this photo, I'm getting anxiety and trouble breathing, thinking about how they're able to breathe wrapped in whatever it is they're wrapped in. I wish I could give you guys context, but I think it's clear that this is just a cursed image that should never see the light of day ever again. And we could just leave it at that. I really don't even know what else to say. I don't even know who put this on the internet. I don't even know who is in that costume. What is it? What would you call that? It's gross. That's what you call that. And there you guys have it for the top 10 cursed images you should not be allowed to look at. I mean, I kind of broke the rules here by showing you guys all 10, even though you probably shouldn't have looked at them. So if anything does happen to you, well, I mean, you guys saw the title before you clicked. You only got yourselves to blame. Now, before we do some comment replies, let me know in the comments below which image you think is the creepiest or I guess most cursed. Personally, I don't believe in curses so much, but these images all made me feel a type of way. And that first one, even the second one, all of them really. Ugh. Anyways, guys, now let's reply to some comments from the video. The Black Plague is making a comeback. Undead Roxy said, cease title. Anxiety has entered the chat. Yeah, I honestly started laughing. I was like, the Black Plague? Like, what do you mean? That's like from like the days when like pirates got scurvy. Like, how does the Black Plague make a comeback? Like, medicine's so far advanced, like that can't do anything. But apparently it killed 2 people, so I shouldn't be laughing. It's very serious. Emlo the Puppet said, reads title, me. Hold up. I just think of the SpongeBob meme, like the hold up. So that's what comes to mind. Nell Helotina said, me is having a great day. I.O. I'm about to ruin this whole girl's career. I never understood where that started from. That whole I'm about to ruin this man's whole career, this girl's whole career. I never understood where it started from, where it came from, but I'm here for it. I like it. I think it's funny. Whenever I see people comment like, I don't know, like that, I guess. That was the best example I could use. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I've been your host, Jared Bronstein. If you guys enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments down below if you guys want to see a part 2. And of course, make sure to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and stick around. We got some great bloopers coming up, so you don't want to miss these. We'll see you in the next one. My hair's all up and under it, but I like it. I spelled cocoon wrong. How do you spell cocoon? Editors, if you guys could just include that SpongeBob meme of him just like, whatever he does. It just looks like it's like, there's a lot, I don't know. Maybe it's like shorter than it normally is. Did you lower it? Is it Cocoon? C-O? I spelled it C-A-C-O-O-N, but that's cocoon, isn't it? That's not what we're talking about.